Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jenifer Jenkins. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is going to be an empties video. This is actually the video that I was going to put out, or I was going to make last week or last weekend. And then at the very last minute, I decided to do a Q&A. And I'm so glad that I decided to do that because I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed just reading your comments, especially those of you who decided to leave me a comment sharing so much of yourself with me. And it just kind of solidified for me why I love this community so much, why I love being a part of YouTube. And it's because of that, because I feel like we have so much in common. Or, you know, anytime you watch someone on YouTube, usually it's because you feel like you have something in common with them. But after doing that video, I realized that not only do we have things in common as far as like, you know, our love for beauty related stuff, but just also a lot of just really core like values. And it was so neat. And especially like when some of you leave me a comment saying, I feel like if we met in real life, we would be such great friends. Or if you say, oh my gosh, we have so much in common. I feel like we're so much alike. If you say that, then I know for sure that 100% we would be great friends, and we definitely have a lot in common. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with my empties, and this is skincare related. These are 5% salicylic acid solution serums, and they're for daily use, or you could just use them, you know, whenever you have a little breakout. My daughter, she does not have acne, but she will have like hormonal breakouts, you know, and this seems to be what works best for her. You know, she likes Differin also, but Differin is more for like everyday use, and it kind of dries out her skin, and so she doesn't want to do that. So whenever she has like little pimples pop up, she'll use this, and it just literally knocks them out. And we've tried so many different products, and this is the one that we just keep repurchasing over and over. Also, if you have like little blackheads on your nose, or even, you know, pores that need to be cleaned out, salicylic acid is really good at getting deep down inside and cleaning out your pores. But anyway, not only does it help clear out the pores, it also helps to kind of resurface the skin also. Like it helps with cell turnover and stuff like that. So it's just a really, really good product. Now I've shown, you know, this product to you before in maybe favorites, maybe even empties. It's a 10% glycolic acid serum, and it's made by Makeup Revolution. It says Revolution Skincare. I think it's the same thing. And I just love this. You can use it every single, well, I usually use it every day. Unless my skin is feeling sensitive, then I might skip it. It does help to resurface the skin. So it helps to dissolve any bonds that are keeping the dead skin cells attached to the surface. So you just have a beautiful glow, you know, your skincare penetrates deeper, your makeup goes on better. If you have rough patches, it just really helps to clear those up. It also helps to clear pores, but I feel like salicylic acid helps to clear the pores better. And then this helps to resurface the skin better. And so I love glycolic acids. I just love, they're perfect for day use, like daytime use. And then, you know, use your retinols or Retin-A at night. So, okay. So I have been loving the e.l.f. skincare products recently. And here, you know, just to show you how much, this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Serum. I've shown you these before. These are 3 empties. I go through these really, really fast. I typically mix them with any other skincare that I'm going to use. They're really, really lightweight. You can use them on their own, and it's so lightweight, this serum, and it just has a really nice feel to it. But I love to mix it also with, you know, products that have like a little bit of a thicker consistency. So this one right here is more of a thick moisturizer. And so I do like to mix the serum with it. However, sometimes I don't. Like this morning, I did not. I just used this on its own. And like I said, it's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit more like you have to put a little effort in to spreading it. And I usually just kind of pat it all over. But this moisturizer is just a little bit more thick, but I love it because whenever I put it on, I feel like it's really, it really helps with, you know, your skin barrier. There's not going to be a lot of, you know, epidermal water loss, the air, and, you know, especially if you're somebody who sleeps under a fan, you know, it's kind of protect your skin from just outside elements. And anyway, I'm just really loving the e.l.f. skincare line. I love so many of them. Here's another one. This is an empty also. It's the Holy Hydration Face Cream. I was using this and then I switched to this. So I have not repurchased this because I'm just really loving this right now, but I love them both. I like both of them. They're really, really good. They have different consistency. But I feel like this one just really creates a barrier. This I do have on right now under my makeup, and I did not mix it with a serum. However, I did, and I do put it on my eyes, and then I actually used an eye gel on top of it. And I'm going to tell you about that eye gel in an upcoming video. It's made by a company called Eva Naturals. I've been using it for years and years and years. I've talked about it on my channel maybe 5 years ago. But anyway, so I put this on first, and then I put a little bit of that over it, and then I put on my makeup. But anyway, I'm just really, really loving this stuff right now. Okay, so sticking with skincare, I have this empty bottle. It took me about a year to get through this. This is the, it's made by a company called Denel, and it's AHA 20% body tingle, and it's got 20% glycolic acid, and it's a body lotion. And, you know, as I've gotten older, I've noticed I'm getting a little bit more texture in the skin on my arms and my legs and stuff like that. The reason it takes me so long to get through this is because you cannot use it like right after you've shaved your legs. If you try to put this on your legs right after you've shaved, it will sting so bad because it's a glycolic acid. So it's supposed to, you know, kind of slough off the dead skin cells. And so whenever recently I've really started using it a lot more. I feel like I sometimes avoid it because of that reason, because of the stinging. However, now I just keep it right outside my shower so that at least I can put it on my neck, my chest, my arms, all my stomach, my upper body, and then also on the tops of my legs, because I don't shave from the knee up. I don't have to, like literally no hair grows at all. And so I can put it in that area also. And I have noticed the skin is starting to look a little bit more crepey, and that's why I started to really use this a lot more often. So I have a new bottle that I just opened literally like last week, and it took me, like I said, like a year to get through this. But it never started, like it didn't smell like it was going bad or rancid or anything. It smells exactly like the new one that I just opened, so it seems to last forever. And it's just a really good product if you're wanting to keep your skin smooth, you know, try to resurface the skin, get those dead skin cells sloughed off so that it's not making your skin look really textured, you know. And this is the last kind of skincare product that I'm going to show you. This is a pure fractionated liquid coconut oil. I was using this mainly to take off my eye makeup. However, I have switched to, I went back to the Garnier micellar water for waterproof, and it's fragrance free. It also helps, you know, get off anything waterproof. And I always use waterproof mascara. The reason I switched is because this is so oily that whenever I use it, or anytime I use it around my eyes, for the rest of the night, it's almost like I have like slightly blurred vision or something. For whatever reason, with the micellar water, because it's mixed with something else, it's not like that. Like I don't end up having such blurred vision. You can tell that there's oil because if you let it sit, then the oil and whatever the water beneath just kind of separates. So you do have to shake it before you use it. The micellar water is what I'm talking about. And so I did not repurchase this because there's just really no need to. I like it, and it does help, you know, take off, you know, specifically eye makeup, especially when you're using like a primer. But I don't like how the oil seems to just sit in my eyes somehow. So, and the last kind of skincare related product is this tanning mousse right here. This is made by Be Tan, and it's called I Want the Darkest Tan Possible. That name is just so specific about what it does. But anyway, this is the darkest, mousse that you can buy from this brand. And I love it. However, it's not my absolute favorite. My absolute favorite is the Jergens Instant Sun Deep Bronze Mousse. But every time that I've been to the grocery store, like in the last 2 months, it's not on the shelves, and I'm so confused because I've gone to several different places looking for it, and there's no way that they just discontinued it. So I don't know what is going on. I feel like all the selfless tanning products are real. There's very few, there. But so this is my second favorite. Now the reason it's my second favorite is because whenever you put it on, it literally has like a green tint to it, and I always sleep in my tanning mousses. I always use the mousses. I always sleep in them. And so the next day, whenever I wash it off, it's gorgeous. It looks like the most natural, beautiful tan. But for that whole evening, it's like, it still looks like a nice tan, but it almost has like a hint of green. And the only thing that I can think of is that whenever you look at the color wheel, green is opposite orange. So in order to cancel out orange colors, they might have put in a green or something. Like I said, the final outcome is really beautiful, but it's not like whenever I use the Jergens Instant Sun Deep Bronze Mousse, it looks beautiful that day, like right after you've applied it, and then the next day after you wash it off, it's just as gorgeous and just deeper, So I do like this one. This is my second favorite, and I did buy another one of these because I didn't have my Jergens, but the Jergens is my absolute favorite. And I do want to mention that if you use either one, the best way to get the best application is to use a mitt. There was a time where I didn't use the mitt because I thought I would lose so much of the product or waste so much of the product. I thought it would just get soaked into the mitt, but it really doesn't. And it's almost like you're just polishing your mousse right into your skin. The application is so much faster than when you don't use a mitt, and it's streak free, and it's just so much easier, and you just get such a much more beautiful results when you use the mitt. And although it does absorb some of the product, it's still in the mitt. So if you miss a spot, you can still pick up your mitt like 5 minutes later and get a spot because it's still there. I don't know. It's just still moist on the mitt. It's so bizarre. But anyway, always use a mitt if you want a really nice, application with your selfless tanner. So here is a hair product that I love. And this is one of my empties. This is Joico. This is the K-Pack, the Reconstructor. So this is more of a protein-based conditioner. And I love this one. I love everything about it. I love the way it makes my hair feel, look. I love the smell of this. However, this right here is 10 times cheaper because I think this is like $25 and this is like $2 for this pack. But you can buy a tube of this on Amazon for like 8 something. And they are so comparable. Like when I use this, my hair is so soft and so manageable and so perfect after I've used this, but it doesn't have the smell of this. Like this has just the best smell ever. But I feel like they're comparable as far as how well they help your hair. I am gonna do a video. I'm gonna make a video coming up about hair because I have saved my hair and I've done several things to save it. But whenever I had COVID back in September, it really took a toll on my hair. A few months later, I started losing a bunch of hair. It got so dry, it broke off, especially under here. It all broke off. And this is the part that I don't ever like color. I hardly, I do have to straighten it, but it's not like some people will be like, oh, well, it's because you process your hair or you blow dry or straighten your hair. If anything was going to break off, it should be this part that's blonde and the part that I straighten the most and use heat on the most and mess with the most. This right here, under here, this is like my natural color. I don't have to dye it because it doesn't grow in silver just yet. Like the back of my hair, for whatever reason, doesn't, and neither does underneath, but everywhere else does. And so, but that was breaking off. And I know my hair has just dried out so much. Like COVID literally stripped my hair of everything. thing. And so I've been really pampering it for the last several months. There's several things that I've changed and several things that I've done, but a few things that are really, really important if you want to avoid breakage. And so that is going to be one of my next videos. Okay, since we're talking about hair, I did want to mention, as far as saving my hair, one thing that I have definitely done is chop a lot of it off, and I've given myself a bunch of layers and stuff like that. But I've also changed my eating habits drastically. Like, I'm eating very few carbs, a lot more protein, a lot more fat, and I am taking a lot of collagen. So I have several empties right here of this collagen, and I think I've shown this collagen to you before. I put it in my coffee every morning, and it's funny because I don't know what to attribute certain things to. Like, I feel like my skin's been looking better. I feel like my hair's been looking better, but I've made so many changes that I don't know what to attribute it to. One of the biggest things that I've done, though, is I've added collagen to my daily intake. So I put collagen in my coffee every single morning. It's tasteless. You can't even taste it at all. And I feel like it's just been helping out with like hair growth and skin, my skin condition and stuff like that. Another thing is my protein shakes. Now, I have a vanilla one here, I have a chocolate one here, and then I have another vanilla one here. My son loves the vanilla, and I've been, y'all, this is so crazy, and it just could be coincidence. My son is 13, so he's definitely, going through puberty and stuff like that. It's probably common, I know it's common to have like growth spurts right around here, right around now, 13 years old. But in the last like 2 months, I just decided I'm going to make him a protein shake every single morning. Not every single morning, maybe like 4 mornings throughout the week. And so he has that with his breakfast, a little protein shake, vanilla. He prefers the vanilla. And y'all, he grew 1 full inch in 2 months. And to me, that's just a lot. Like I said, it could be totally normal, and it could be just coincidence. But because I've been just giving him these protein shakes all of a sudden, and then now he just grew so fast, like in 2 months, I don't know, it just makes me go, wow, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm not going to say it didn't help. You know what I mean? So anyway, these are the ones that we prefer. I did switch because I like the chocolate, and I like to add the peanut butter powder to it to make like a Reese's peanut butter shake, tasting shake. However, this has a little bit more carbs than I would like. It has 9 grams of carbs. So I bought another one called Whey something, and I'm just not as crazy about it. It's just not as good. It tastes good right away, but then it ends up tasting almost frothy, and I don't like that in a shake. I want my shake to taste like a crushed up, icy shake from the minute I start drinking it to the end. But the other one, towards the end, it really starts to taste frothy. I don't know if that makes sense. But when I suck it through a straw, it's just a different, oh no, I just don't like it as much. But it has less carbs. So, but I just had one of these yesterday because I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about that. I want it to taste good. And it's packed with protein. The other one actually has more protein. This one has 15 grams of protein per serving, and the other one has 27 grams of protein per serving. So the other one seems to be better for me, but I just don't prefer the taste as much as I do these. And we're gonna go ahead and stay in the kitchen for a minute. I talked to you guys about this a couple videos ago. This is cotton candy snow cone syrup, but it's sugar-free, carb-free, calorie-free, everything. It doesn't have, I don't even know how they make it, but it's so delicious, and I use it as a water enhancer. I make snow cones for my son too, because he loves this and he loves the flavor. And it doesn't have anything in it, so he's basically just eating ice. And so anyway, I put 2 pumps of this, because you can buy a separate pump, but I have it on my other one. I put 2 pumps of it into a giant tumbler of ice water, and then I put like a teaspoon of stevia, and it is so good, and I could drink like 5 tumblers a day. And that's how I have to drink my water, because I won't drink water otherwise. I don't know what it is. I just cannot force myself to drink water. But if it has a little bit of flavor to it, then I will definitely drink it. So these are just so good. I also bought one. It's called Glazed Donut. And when I read the reviews, I thought it was going to taste just like a glazed donut. I put it on my coffee, and then I also just used it as a water enhancer. And to me, it just tastes like strong vanilla. It doesn't necessarily taste like a donut to me. But the reviews, I mean, people were like, "Oh my gosh, it tastes just like a donut." Maybe but you know what? My taste buds are messed up. Since I had COVID, I have, I guess, what would be considered long COVID. Certain smells I cannot smell. For a very long, since then, it's just this odd scent that I've never smelled before in my life, but several things have the same scent, like laundry detergent and dish soap, and what else? There's several things, and they're not all soap related either, that have the same exact smell. And it's not a foul smell, but it's not a great smell. And it's just an odd smell, but that's what I smell now. And a couple days ago, I got a little baby whiff of my dishwashing liquid, and I was like, "Oh my God, I just smelt it. I smelt it." You know, I smelt like just the whatever the scent was. And I thought, "Oh my gosh, is it going to come back? Are my senses going to come back?" Let me know if this has happened to you too. I also smell strong cigarette smell. And it can be, some days it's just really, really bad. It literally sometimes feels like I walked into a smoky bar. It's terrible. And it's getting less and less. Like, I have less days where that smoke smell is just, it feels like it's suffocating me. Like, I feel worried about taking deep breaths because I feel like it's bad for me. And so anyway, just let me know if any of you out there have long COVID also and are still dealing with some of the effects of it. For me, it's those two. It's the smells. And I can't wait to get all my senses back. Some things I can still smell. Bacon smells horrible to me. Whenever I make bacon, and I make it so often, it smells awful. There was a time where if I made bacon and I went to go throw out the trash and walk back into my house, I'm like, it smells like bacon, you know? Now it's some weird, foul, weird smell. So, and that hasn't come back, but it's getting less. It's not as bad as it used to be, or maybe I'm getting used to it. I don't know. But so anyway, let me know if you guys are having any of those, lingering effects of COVID. Okay, so this is something else that are empties. And these are sugar-free coffee creamers, but this one's vanilla and this one's chocolate. Whoever left me the comment, because I made a video about, just eliminating a lot of carbs. And I was saying most of my carbs are in my coffee mate creamer, but I'm just not willing to give it up because I look forward to my iced coffee every day. Somebody said, go try the flavored sugar-free creamers. They have less carbs. And I was like, really? I went straight to the store, and sure enough, each serving has -1 carb, whatever that means. So I guess it would just be a little less. It's not quite nothing, but it's less than a carb. So, so this is what I use now. I love this chocolate. However, it has a weird aftertaste, so I can just put a little bit of this and then more of the vanilla. And it is, oh my gosh, it is so good. So whoever left me that comment, thank you so much. Because now not only is it, less carbs, it also tastes so good. Like, my iced coffee is like such a treat for me every morning. So thank you for leaving me that comment. And the last thing from the kitchen are these. These are Special K, keto friendly. They're kind of protein bars. This is the chocolate almond fudge snack bar. I don't know if I would suggest these or not. Whenever I first tried them, I was like, literally tastes like dirt with a hint of chocolate. But it's weird. Whenever I know that something, it has 9 grams of fiber in each one, which is why I got them. And whenever I know something's like good for me, I can acquire a taste for it. Already by the end of this box, I was like, I'm going to buy them again. Why not? At first I was like, this is disgusting. It's gross. And then by the end of the box, I was just like, I'm definitely going to buy them again. Because whenever you're on like a keto diet and you don't have a lot of sweets, things that naturally you wouldn't like, all of a sudden they taste like a cake to you, later on. So it was very quickly that I started to like them, but I don't know if I would suggest them because of my initial reaction. I do the same thing when I know things are bad for me, like fried chicken. Because I know how bad it is for me, it's almost like I develop an aversion to it, to where when I eat it, it's almost like I could feel the grease in my system, or I could feel it coming out my pores the next day or something. It's just, I get grossed out, which is the reason I don't eat a lot of really fatty meats. Like I don't eat ribs or ribeye very often. My husband eats ribs and ribeye almost every evening. And the other day I had some of his ribs and I was just grossed out. It was literally like I was just eating fat, and not gristle, but just fat, and it just was gross to me, like in my mouth and in my body, it felt like. So I just prefer lean meats. I prefer like a fillet, or even a sirloin, but not ribs and not ribeye. This has 12 grams of fat. And so that's one of the reasons that I bought it, because I need to increase my fat intake. One thing about this diet is that if you're not careful, you can lose. I don't want to like wither away. And I am kind of steady right around 107, 108. But like a week ago or so, I was like 105, and it freaked me out a little bit. I don't want to be that weight. I don't like the way it looks. I don't want to be there. I was that weight. I was like 102, like whenever I was in high school. And then I was 105 right before I got pregnant with my first daughter. But I just don't think it looks good. That weight does not look good on me now at this age. So I am, I eat avocado with pretty much every meal. I just love avocado. I eat things that are higher in fat. I eat tons and tons of nuts. I eat the yolk and the eggs. People used to get after me because I would do egg whites, or I would just leave one yolk in and remove all the rest. Now I just leave all the yolks in because I do need the fat and I don't want to lose too much weight. But I love the way that I feel, and I love the way that my skin looks and my hair is looking, and just everything about this diet. Just to give you an example, I had a cheat day couple weeks ago, and now I'm having them less and less because I don't like the way that I feel after a cheat day. The day after I had a cheat day, the next morning, I was going like this, and it felt like all my fingers were just totally swollen. Just because it causes inflammation. My bad knee was bigger than ever. It was like swollen. I could feel my back pain. It's like, and when we do cheat days, we just go crazy. I mean, everything bad that you could think of. And so it was just, my face was real puffy, which I don't mind. I don't mind my face being puffy after a lot of carbs, but it was just my joints, my hands hurt. Like they literally were hurting. And I was going like this. And anyway, it just, the longer I'm on this diet, the more addicted I get to it because I just love the way that I feel on it. And I keep trying to tell everybody, because when my husband used to tell me how much better he felt on the carnivore diet, I was like, whatever. I don't know why I didn't believe it. I was just like, okay, I thought he was just wanting me to, eliminate carbs from my diet too. But now that I've been eating this way, and he's been carnivore for so long, it makes me feel so much better. I feel like I'm going to live forever. I'm not even joking. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to tell you about are these nails right here. I don't know what happened to my Empties. I had it over here and then somehow I lost it. But here's a new box right here. And this is what I've been wearing. These are called Impress. They're actually press-on nails. However, I glue them on. So I thought, why not? Why not reinforce the sticky stuff that's on the nails with some actual nail glue? Y'all, they literally like stay on forever. I have to eventually take them off myself. And the only reason I take them off is because they might start loosening up around the edges and then they get caught in my hair. And then I'm like, oh no, I can't afford to lose any hair. So I'll eventually like take them off, and still it's a little bit difficult. Not so difficult because they've been on for like 5 days or so. And so they're already kind of loosened up by, you know, because I've, you know, been in the shower and washed dishes and all that other stuff. But look at how pretty they are. They're like this coffin style, and I just love them. You know, I also have this style right here. They're more of a square, slightly rounded, but they're more square. But I like this style. I just wish they had these in a short. I think these are, what are these? I think they might be medium. And I prefer short because once I have nails like this on, it's like I can't do anything. I can't type. I can't put on my necklace. My husband had to put my necklace on for me. I can't do anything, you know what I mean? So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys these because they're so pretty and they last forever if you glue them on. And the last thing that I'm going to show you is this lip crayon right here. It's by Maybelline and it's Super Stay, and it's in the color, I think it says Trust Your Gut, number 10. And it's just a perfect mauve nude. If you don't want it to look so much like you're wearing lip liner. Like sometimes I want it to look like I'm wearing lip liner, and then I just recently bought this. I just posted something on Instagram with this on, and it's just a little bit darker so you can actually see the line. This is NYX. It's called Embellishment. Well, the color is Embellishment, but it's called Lingerie Push Up, and it's also a lip crayon. So it's this color right here, and it's so pretty. But that's when I do want to show like a different color in my line and my lips. But then if I want it to match a little bit more, then I'll use this one. But I love things that have like either brown undertones or purple undertones. They cannot have peach undertones. Anytime I buy something with peach undertones, because I originally bought this NYX lingerie in the color Push Up, and it looked perfect, and it said that it was a brown spice pink color, but it was not a brown spice pink. It was more like a brown spice peach on me. I don't know about other people. And I was so bummed out about it because I loved the way that it went on. I love these crayons. This is Maybelline, this is NYX. But so I have this, and you know, I have 2 backups right here because I love it so much. And then this is just something that I bought like 2 days ago, or I actually ordered it on Amazon and it came 2 days ago, and then I posted something on Instagram. But I love this one, and I think this is the one that I'm wearing right now, and it's just perfect. And then I have this in the middle. This is just the lip lacquer by Maybelline Vivid Hot Lip Lacquer, and it's in the color Tease, and it's really perfect also. It's just a really nice nude with a little bit of a pink undertone, and I just love that. So yeah, that's it. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I don't know how long this video is. Oh my gosh, is it gonna be like 45 minutes or so? Y'all, I cannot figure out how to make shorter videos. I would literally like have to change my personality to make shorter videos. So anyway, if you're still here, thank you so much. And happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there. Even if you're a father who plays the role of a mother and a father, if you're a single dad, you know, happy Mother's Day to you too. And if you're a single mom, oh my gosh, happy Mother's Day to you. My heart goes out, and I have so much admiration for single moms because I know how difficult it is sometimes to be a mom when you have a spouse to help out. And when you don't, wow, I mean, you are somebody who should definitely be celebrated. And it's making me emotional a little bit. I have so much admiration for women out there that work and raise children and just kind of juggle it all. So anyway, happy Mother's Day to all of you out there. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and hopefully I will see you back here next week.